Stop the show! 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 I think I see somebody in the tree. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on, turn the lights on. Thanks to that small boy right there hanging in the tree right there.
A ritual, y'all know that it is so important for the energy and the momentum to barrel on from start to finish. I personally believe this is why he did not stop. He had to carry out the ritual.
That's why I feel like, in my opinion, Travis Scott concerts are the most dangerous because he doesn't care.
Literally, the first, crazy thing I saw, I guess, was the dude to, my left just dropped dead to the floor, passed out. Full body weight, just dead.
If you guys haven't read the report yet, 8 people lost their lives at this concert. When these flames came up, when this shit started happening, there were 8 flames represented. 8 towers of fire began shooting up as 8 people lost their lives.
But I also saw a lot of people targeting each other. I was getting hit in the back of the head, smashing my head into the barricade, trying to get my spot. I heard people conspiring to take people out. It was on purpose. And they knew they weren't going to get caught, and they didn't.
I am so angry.
My personal opinion on, what happened, it felt demonic and satanic as and, I'm wearing a cross right now, but, I'm not even religious, 0%, whatsoever. It just felt so weird. I've gone to multiple concerts and I've never felt the way I felt watching him as I have other artists.
And so upset and so bewildered by this Astro World incident. First of all, to the 8 people that died, I'm so sorry. And to their families, I'm so sorry that you lost loved ones. But it really, imagine being that person that booed somebody else for trying to help other people who couldn't help themselves. Imagine watching an ambulance go through the crowd of your own concert and keeping the concert going. I hope nothing good comes to those people. To those kids that tried to help, that tried their best, that screamed their loudest, I hope they get the help that they need, because I know they're traumatized. I know they are. They saw some shit. All of the accounts I'm reading, they saw people die. And I hope that they get the love and support and the help that they need. To everybody else involved, I hope nothing good comes to you.
Look at what Travis was wearing at the concert. He is wearing a shirt where people that are in the blue are walking into this door like a portal, exiting as literal demons, bro. Those are horns. Wake up. They're red in their horn. What does that depict? Nonetheless, it was on the 6th of November. More symbolism. Oh, but I'm not done with y'all yet. Here's a close-up of the shirt he wore. Literally, look at that, my guys. Exhibit B, you entered through his mouth, idolizing him like a big-ass festival just for him. And then the back of it is a skull. Him dead. Okay, this one may not get a lot of people, but still kind of sus. Come on now. For y'all that have been awake now and are rocking it with me here in the woke side of life, triangles, y'all. Not to mention the damn stage was a damn triangle. There was hella triangles. The palms with the eyes. The stars everywhere. If this is not making sense to you, y'all really gotta wake up, but...
So let's talk about Travis Scott and the tragedy that happened at Astroworld. Let's start with some flyers for the event. This one is roller coasters going down into what looks like a vortex. So basically, if you guys don't know, Astroworld is based on an amusement park that Travis enjoyed when he was a kid in Houston. And so I think that is where the roller coaster tracks coincide. But notice the eye. Very symbolic of the Illuminati, of the elite. It's used symbolically throughout. We'll see. I'll show you. And people being sucked into the vortex. Same flyer, but explaining that tickets are sold out. Here we have an artist lineup flyer with a highway going down into this spiraling tunnel, and the eye symbolism again in the hands. Also notice this little bit right here of the people walking through a doorway. Another flyer, same freaky vortex. And look at all the eye symbolism and all the triangles. I mean, come on. This one was what really got me. When the end arrives, it's really the beginning. The true dystopia is here. Does anybody know what dystopia means? Dystopia, an imagined state or society in which there is great suffering or injustice, typically one that is totalitarian or post-apocalyptic. And another that says, see you on the other side. Here's the eyes again in the vortex, like they're traveling through a vortex to the other side. The other side of what? The other side of life, bitch. Now remember the poster I showed you of the people walking through the doorway? He had the same imagery on his shirt, where it appears that these people are traveling through a doorway and they're becoming red, looking devilish as they travel through this portal. This is the entrance to the concert, and this is where imagery really comes into play here. This is a painting created in 1550 by a Dutch painter named Hieronymus Bosch. It's called Christ in Limbo, and it's referencing when Christ traveled to the depths of hell to redeem the souls of the lost down there after his death following the crucifixion. It was a big thing that played on the Europeans' imagination at this time, so of course there's a painting of it, but please note that people in satanic practices use religious imagery as a mockery to carry out their agenda. So entering the mouth is essentially traveling into hell. Picking right back up from where we left off on part 2. So this painting, the Christ in Limbo, this is the mouth of hell, which Travis symbolically used with his own mouth. So it's symbolic for literally concert goers traveling through the mouth of hell into hell, and that's why the whole inside of the concert was filled with pyro shit, fire everywhere, and it looked like hell because that's what it was symbolic for. It was symbolic for people coming into hell. Okay, so right before all hell broke loose, literally, this portal opens. Kylie posts a video of it and then takes the video down. Very quick like. Ironically, it looks just like this portal to hell here in another religious painting. This was the portal, I'm assuming, before it opened, and it says, see ya on the other side. So he's using repetitive imagery, the people coming through the doorway, this shit, and so he's talking about traveling through a portal with his concert goers, see ya on the other side. Portal imagery over and over. Hell imagery over and over. Look at this fire. This right here is probably one of the most damning pictures to me. If you guys haven't read the report yet, 8 people lost their lives at this concert. When these flames came up, when this shit started happening, there were 8 flames represented. 8 towers of fire began shooting up as 8 people lost their lives. Coincidence? I know the fuck not. This is Travis watching a young man convulse on the ground at his concert while he continued to sing it over like an auto-tune of yeah, 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 in really fucking weird tones. Okay, y'all can go watch the video. He did at one time pause and ask security to help someone who had passed out. But other than that, he let the shit ride. You have to understand that these concerts are set up and blueprinted out in specific patterns that are ritualistic. These people are carrying out rituals and harnessing the energy of the concert goers to carry out these ritual practices. These people are associated with the Illuminati, the Freemasons. They're practicing ancient religions that the general public does not understand. Not an accident. So we know at 9 p.m. is when shit started getting a little hot, getting started up. 9:30, shit got wild. From that point on, it was like from 9 o'clock on, people were approaching platforms, were getting on platforms with cameramen, asking for the show to be canceled, screaming help, begging for help. Travis didn't finish his set until 9:42. So 42 minutes of not give a fuck is what happened. Now, if y'all know anything about a ritual, y'all know that it is so important for the energy and the momentum to barrel on from start to finish. I personally believe this is why he did not stop. He had to carry out the ritual. And don't come at me with the couple times he stopped and asked for a passed out man to get help or asked for crowd to move through an ambulance. He did not give a fuck. He could have ended his entire show right the fuck then and there. He knew what he was doing. He was carrying out a practice, a ritual, and using the concert goer's energy to bring the results that he wants into fruition. Now, in part 2, I showed you guys the 8 flames, the 8 towers of flames that went up. And we know that there are 8 lives that were lost. But does anybody know how many Grammys Travis Scott has? 8. He has 8 Grammys. Now, at 9:30, when shit started getting whack, he literally told his fans that he, quote, wanted to hear the ground shake. All the while, the portal is opening. The victims of this concert that lost their lives were between the ages of 14 and 27 years old.
But I also saw a lot of people targeting each other. I was getting hit in the back of the head, smashing my head into the barricade, trying to get my spot. I heard people conspiring to take people out. Like, it was on purpose. And they knew they weren't going to get caught, and they didn't. Okay, another thing I wanted to talk about was everyone defending Travis Scott, which is blowing my mind completely. And I'll try to make this fast. But yeah, this signage was everywhere, on the merch, like printed on the stage. It all feels very orchestrated. It all feels very on purpose. But yeah, I want to talk about people defending him, saying like, well, he can't see up there. Like, he's known for being a rager, like da-da-da-da. No, it was not like that. If he would have said, hey, if you see someone on the ground, pick him up, everyone would have done it. Everyone would have done it. But instead, he says, I want the fucking ground to shake. Like, let's go crazy, Houston. Hello? And he got word that people were unconscious. He could see them. He got word that people were dying. And he was still saying these things. Like, let's go, let's rage, let's go crazy. And like, as the show was going on, I was just praying for it to be over. I was so scared of him. I was scared he was gonna get us all killed.
The lineup, so I got out of line around 7:30 and saw Travis at 8:45. So the first performance I saw was SZA, and hers was super chill. I was just in the back, and she's a chill artist, so I really wasn't expecting people to be like going crazy. But literally the first like crazy thing I saw, I guess, was the dude to like my left just dropped dead to the floor, like passed out, full body weight just down on the ground. And then like, yeah, he was fine though. He got up and his girlfriend was just like, what the fuck just happened? And they kind of just walked away. But that was the first kind of like, okay. And it is a festival, so I understand like people were like, you know, smoking, drinking, taking stuff. Like, I understand that, but like it's kind of just odd to like see, you know, that shit in front of you. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock. We leave SZA to go start getting close for Travis, and we decide to get food. So as we're getting food, the timer for Travis to come on comes on his set, and the music they're playing is just so fucking eerie. It's like so creepy. Like, it's like not like any, like, it's not like anybody's music. It's just like weird, like beats, like some samples, like, I don't know, it's just weird. So Travis comes on. I'm kind of towards the back, so it's not super crazy for me. But like 5 minutes in, fucking like one ambulance and another ambulance and another paramedic just start fucking running past me, like start trying to get through the crowd. I know at one point they were screaming like stop the performance, because so many people were like passing out and literally dying.
Stop the show! Stop the show! Stop
people were making it obvious to Travis that things were not okay. I can't find the video anymore, but there was literally a video of, So, as I was talking about in the last video, the video that I couldn't find was a video of literally 4 people on the ground getting CPR from just different paramedics in the middle of a mosh pit. It was just a crazy-ass video, and I don't know where the fuck it went. It was so fucking weird. Scary. Here are just, like, the little weird things that I've, like, heard of and, like, noticed while I was there. I personally can't really say much about the festival itself because I was in line from 3 to 7, so I kind of just was in line. I know that the water bottles that they were selling were $7, and the free filtered water was probably a 3-hour line to, like, get it. I heard that there was only 2 defibrillators for the entire festival. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's what I heard. So Metro Boomin never came on. He was the opener for the festival, and he never came on. And Master P was the performer after him. And the last thing that Master P said before he got off stage was, "Don't die tonight." Which I don't think is that weird. I mean, he probably knows how crazy Travis's fan base is. Like, everybody knows that. But, yeah. It is. Watching SZA, I felt fine. I felt happy. But when I was, like, waiting for Travis and watching Travis, it just felt, like, really, like eerie, like doomful, like just odd. So in the video I'm about to show, this is when Travis first came on, and he first came on with 8 flames. The first headline that was released that people died was 8 people. And I'm not saying I didn't have fun. I literally was enjoying Travis's performance, but there was just like a weird feeling inside of me, like that was just like, this feels really odd.